question to the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, to the Government of Ontario, and to all Toronto City Council. September 22nd was the deadline for appointed Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow to fulfill the legal obligation under the Provincial Municipal Election Act to secure the legal authority under the Provincial Municipal Elections Act to become the 66th Mayor of Toronto. Now, on September 20th, Mr. Kevin Clark walked into the Ontario Superior Court of Justice 10 minutes before the close of business day. The 22nd would have been a Sunday. So 10 minutes before, unofficially, Olivia Chow would have legally secured the office of Toronto Mayor, and legally, 2 days before Olivia Chow would have legally secured the office of Toronto Mayor, filed an application that was accepted by the Superior Court, which in turn blocked and stopped Olivia Chow from fulfilling the legal obligation under Ontario law to become the legal 66th Mayor of Toronto under the Provincial Municipal Elections Act. In November, we sent a notice to the lawyers for the city, stating that we're going to ask that Premier Doug Ford assume the interim legal mayor status of the people of the city of Toronto on the grounds that the appointed mayor, said elected mayor by the media, did not fulfill the obligation under the Provincial Municipal Elections Act to legally secure the office of Toronto Mayor. Out of nowhere, a mysterious motion was put forth by the lawyers that did not notify us and include us. And in turn, the Judge Central gave an order that I had 15 days to reply. No one expected me to reply within the 15 days, which I did. But less than 24 hours after we replied, Central says he thinks the case could be frivolous. So what Central is saying is that he did not watch the news articles. He did not see the media create a controverted election when they chose 6 candidates who they say were frontrunners. One of them, a failed police chief who could not handle a staff of Toronto police officers, but expect us to believe he could handle 30,000 public civilians. Another one, Brad Bradford, who sent an invitation to a budget meeting that says Tuesday, the 8th day of February, when there was no such date. And the 8th day of February was a Thursday. And there was no correction sent by Bradford. So this is an individual who will send out all these emails to the public about a budget for Canada's largest city with a day and a date that did not coincide. That is total negligence. So, when we filed the appeal, they told us, oh, your appeal is almost perfected, Mr. Clark, but you're missing one piece, a judge's order. When we contacted the courts, there was no judge's order in the database. It only shows the file is inactive, which now leads to allegations that city lawyers and Olivia Chow attempt to obstruct the course of justice, because Olivia Chow is the defendant in this most historical legal challenge in Toronto's political history. But yet the media, Olivia Chow, and the city wants to keep it away from the public. Even if you would consider it frivolous, which it is not, because it's clear that the media chose 6 candidates that they felt were media favorites, and they in turn promote those 6 candidates consistently, persistently, and ignored everyone else. And in Ontario, it's against the law for someone to rig an election to make themselves mayor, but it's also against the law for someone to hold office if someone else rig it. And it is clear as day, the Toronto media rigged the race for Toronto mayor for one of 6 individuals to be elected. And that is what Olivia Chow must prove did not happen in the Ontario Superior Court of Justice. So we feel, just as one of Ford's motion was overturned by the Courts of Appeal, we believe the Courts of Appeal will overturn Centra's order, which suddenly mysteriously appeared after we were persistent and threatened the lawyers with filing an obstruction of justice against them. So now the appeal has been perfected. So that means, as it stands right now, there is a legal proceedings in the Ontario Superior Court of Appeal. And that means that Olivia Chow still has not fulfilled the legal obligation under Ontario law to become the legal mayor of Toronto under the Provincial Municipal Elections Act. So we ask councillors and MPPs and the Premier, how can this individual now pass a budget that legally binds the people when herself has not legally secured the office of Toronto Mayor? Please reply. Now the public know the secret that the media, Olivia Chow, do not want you to know. God is with us. A servant never abandoned the people. Never.